Welcome back to part 3, where we're looking at strengths in your workplace, your own and others. A lot of questions that I've been receiving have been, well, good insight in terms of what we're looking for. What do we do about it if we really want to cultivate strengths as a group, as an organization, or even encouraging some of those people who are shining, who are really cultivating their strengths to continue to shine? It's a great question. And what we see is organizations that do this and consistently, they're the ones who outperform their peers time and time again. And if you're not sure and you want some of that literature, feel free to pop me an email, sarah@greatnessmagnified.com, and I'm happy to send you the evidence. So what do you do about it? And you may be wondering too, how am I so sure that this works? I work with hundreds of teams, and when I'm a speaker, I have a lot of very interesting conversations after my keynotes. And this is a question that has come up a number of times recently. So okay, you got me. I buy into it. I need to recognize, celebrate the greatness and the strengths within the people that I work with and that work for me. How do I do that? The first one is get a good tool to monitor strengths. And I'm going to give you a tool. In fact, if you look at the bottom of this post, you'll see I've given you a link to Penn State University's really fabulous strengths tool, the FIA Signature Character Strength Survey. Every single one of those 250 people I've coached, you know we've started with a strength inventory. So know your own strengths, and I encourage you to share it with as many people in your team as possible. Start talking about strengths. The second thing I want to ask you is you personally to look at, of the strengths that showed up top of your list, how are you using them right now? Are you cultivating these strengths in a meaningful way already? I bet you are. And if some of your top strengths are not showing up in your workplace, that's tip number 3. What can you do starting today that allows you to bring some of your top strengths to your workplace? If you spend more waking hours there than anywhere else, why wouldn't you want to? And now that you have the results of your strengths tool, you know the roadmap to be successful. The next thing I'm going to suggest you do is ask your team to how are we going to cultivate this more? And I'm going to come back in a future vlog to talk about strengths within teams, because that's a whole other fun, fabulous topic. But you can begin one-on-one with peers and then within your team to start that dialogue. Share the fact that you have this tool. Why don't you share this video and encourage people to go and do the tool themselves? Because when we start from a place of knowing and valuing our strengths, it's very hard to be frustrated when other people don't value it, because really so much of that control is within our own domain. I hope you found these tips helpful. My name's Sarah McVanel. Be well and be great.